Welcome back to Perfect Pour. I'm your host and spirit medium, Terry Collins. My favorite part of the program, we get to talk taste. And with me to do so tonight is our director and producer, Jerry Donahue, and we're going to talk bargain bourbons.
This is Elijah Craig 12. Is a very popular bourbon, and understandably so. It's usually priced, I think, in the upper 20s, but it's a bargain for a 12-year-old whiskey. If you compare that to a 12-year-old Scotch,
bargain.
Yeah, you'd pay, $50 for a 12-year-old Scotch.
And again, these bourbons, think about this. This is 12 years old. It's in the $20 to $30 price range. Look at the color. There's no artificial anything added to that. This all comes this way from the barrel.
The wood.
And that's what you want. They may chill filter these. Some do, some don't. I'm not sure if Elijah Craig does, but they do not add coloring to these. And this, I think this is the most beautiful looking of all of the bourbons. They all look wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but this one here really jumps out at me. The color on it is just luscious. Makes me want to dive right in. So let's do that.
All right.
Let's see what we have with this bad boy. The time in the barrel makes a difference. Immediately, it's so smooth. The nose is so smooth. This one, as I mentioned before, the ammonia, the sense I get from high alcohol is ammonia. This is the highest proof of any of them that we've had, but that time in the barrel just smooths that right out.
You don't get that high alcohol.
Go right to the center.
Even though it's high alcohol.
You get the vanilla, you get the barrel, definitely. Just wakes your tongue right up.
Oh, yeah. You can really taste that wood.
You can. I was going to say, there's a spiciness there, but it's not necessarily from the rye. There's rye in this, of course, but it's the time in the barrel really tells on this. That 12 years really tells. And it's just amazing. As we've mentioned, it's just amazing. You can get a 12-year for under $30. And outstanding.
I can taste the rye on the palate, but the finish, which lasts a good time, that spiciness of the rye for me turns into the tannins from the wood.
That's what stands out for me.
That you can really taste that age. It's so balanced.
And this one has what I call it's a very long flavor. You get flavor from the moment it hits the tip of your tongue all the way to the back of your throat. So you're really getting a lot out of this one, which I really enjoy when it stimulates every area of my tongue. This is really wonderful.
Sweetness, yet the rye kick.
Sweet,
vanilla.
But, right, it's there. It's not overly sweet.
Mm-hmm. Get a little dark chocolate, toffee.
Definitely.
This is probably my favorite of the bunch. I think it's the age which really gives it this rounded taste for me. It's maybe not as complex as the Evan Williams, which has more going on in the flavor, in the development from nose to palate to finish. But to me, this has this fine consistency throughout.
Right, and I think it's sort of like when we have scotches that are aged a longer time in the barrel. Things smooth out. You can get hints of all the flavors of the younger ones, but they're just smoothed out. They're just like the edges are sort of sanded off. And you really get the full experience, and you get that with this too, because again, I think the time in the barrel, the extra time in the barrel with this does really tell, and it makes a difference both in the look of it, it's just gorgeous, and the taste as well.
And this usually retails for just under 30. And when you think about it, for a 12-year-old, boy, what a bargain. And it is a very popular bourbon because of that. And if you look at reviews online, it is extremely highly regarded for its refinement, its age, and at the price point. It just makes it a great bargain.
And a reminder, we're enjoying these thoroughly. These are not what we consider to be craft, which is the focus of our show, but they're done in a craft-like way. And here we've got three representatives from Heaven Hill. We have the Larceny, which was wheated. We have the Evan Williams single barrel, and we have the Elijah Craig, which is 12 years old. They're vastly different from one another, but all enjoyable in their own ways. And it just shows that large distillers, also like Four Roses and Buffalo Trace, can produce really high quality bourbons at affordable prices.
Right.
And it's a luxury they have. They've got a backlog of aged bourbons that are sitting there they can do magical things with. And craft distillers don't have the opportunity a lot of times to do those sorts of things. So you can really find things to really stimulate your palate and get your interest in bourbon to another level with these at a very good price range too.
So you may want to stay away from the overly popular bourbons and Tennessee whiskeys and go for something different. Try different bourbons that are at a lower price point because they all have different flavor characteristics, and it will really open up your palate to what you like and what you want to look for.
Well, the exciting thing is, too, in addition to that, you can, as we mentioned, there are different expressions of Evan Williams based on the barrel that they choose from. The same thing with Four Roses. You can do it at their next level up, which is their single barrel releases. And there's a lot of them. It's a different price point. But you can still make a good, you could almost set up a good collection of bourbons just from the stuff that we've had here. And others, there's many others in this price range as well. Very enjoyable. We chose some today, and we hope you've enjoyed them. We know we have.
Yes, we have.
And we've saved some money doing it.